So, going back to this guide, I want to recap this video in a proper conclusion. Okay, the foundation of strength and weakened effect is that in the rock, paper, scissors matchup, if you hit 400% strength and weakened, you will zero out the damage your troops receive from the favored matchup. But also, you will get a tremendous damage increase against your favored matchup. So, it adds a benefit to your troops in the battle. And if you get enough, it makes that your opponent can't do anything. Tier 1 through 8 acts totally normal when it goes to attacking against Tier 1 through 8. It's airships versus airships, infantry versus airships versus walkers, totally normal. The only exceptions to the legacy troops is that they can be strengthened weakened by Tier 9 walkers against infantry and like the natural matchup, but they can't. The legacy troops, Tier 1 through 8, cannot strengthen weaken the advanced troops. Oh man, I shouldn't say it like that. Hope you know what I mean. Tier 11 suppresses 2 types in legacy. Tier 11, if it's an airship, will suppress walkers and will also suppress airships. So Tier 11 can suppress its own class and its favored class in the legacy type. But Tier 11 can also be strengthened weakened by the legacy type. So that's what the guide is. If you look on the left here, it says Tier 11. Oh boy. This is a great guide. Listen, if you don't have Tier 11, you think this may not apply to you. Listen, if you have strength and weakened gear, this certainly does apply to you. Now, don't forget, you can get strength and weakened from the Gabriel Hull. It's a lot easier to get 400% now. If your opponent is using resistance weakened, the Apocalypse Hull, you need 533% strength and weakened to 0 damage out, assuming they don't have any gems or any other gear. Okay, so on the left is Tier 11 Air, and the guide says, the legend at the bottom, it's strong against, no effect against, and weak against, right? Strong is green, no effect is gray, red is weak. So Tier 11 airships, Tier 11 Air on the left, has no effect, no strength and weakened effect on Tier 9 walkers. Tier 11 Air has a benefit or bonus, can strengthen, weaken, whatever you want to call it, against Tier 1 through 8 walkers, like you would expect, and also Tier 11 walkers. Normal matchup there. But then Tier 11 also has a strength and weakened advantage against airships from Tier 1 through 10. And Tier 11 is fully susceptible to all infantry. So if you're a legacy player, if you only have like Tier 7 or Tier 8, and you have a set of strengthened gear, and you want to really utilize it, find the enemy that has Tier 11 airships, and you will do fine. All right, and then here's the rest of the guide. I'm not going to go through this one by one. I think that covers the advanced long guide of strength and weaken. I think in the future maybe we will revisit this issue to further break